Hi friends and fellow Earth Angels, it's Gladys and I'm back for our weekly reading, and this spread will cover September 16th to September 22nd. 22 is the have faith, everything's going to be okay number. We are still in the space of nurturing, having that pause through September. There's been a lot of beautiful messages. We've seen Archangel Ariel for 3 weeks in a row. So let's get into it and see what angel we have for this week. And as I shuffle and call in, I'd like to start by bringing in all your guardian angels and guides, the archangels, the ascended masters, all beings of light, God, source, creator, universe. And I ask that the messages that come through today be for our best and highest good and the best and highest good of all concerned. So our angel this week is Angel Raziel. So his message is, I am helping you with your spiritual sight to awaken fully so that you can clearly see heavenly love. It's interesting that he comes up with the energy of clairvoyance. So Archangel Raziel is also the angel of time management. He's also the angel of spiritual insight. And the big message is, at least for the last month and a half, has been about our life purpose and our soul mission and reintegrating the energy of love back on the planet through the work that we're doing, the people that we're connecting with. And I know it can be hard sometimes reaching out and wanting people to tell us what we should be doing. Tell me the answers. What's the next step? And I always encourage my clients and students to find that inner place within to find the answers. It's not always easy. I have to say myself, I struggle sometimes with the messages I get and if they are divine, if they're my ego. So Raziel, if you're curious, maybe these readings are opening up something inside of you. Maybe there's questions, maybe there's insight, maybe there's things happening that you just don't understand. Raziel is phenomenal for bringing things to you in a way that you'll understand. I find that when I'm trying to explain spirituality for people, I work with Archangel Raziel. And I ask him to show me, give me the visions, the thoughts, the ideas that can most appeal to people, that people can really resonate with. One of the things that I find that Raziel helped me with is helping to help people understand God and that heavenly vibration. I say that the most powerful thing that I can relate to it is the sunshine. We have one sun for the entire planet, and everybody utilizes the sun in different ways, and billions of people are using the sun all at once. So think about God's light and the angels and your loved ones. Think about their light like the sunshine. They're not the sunshine, but like the light of the sunshine. It's one thing that we can count on. You can close up all your windows and shut your doors, but you know what? The second you open that window, that light is going to peek in. So Raziel can help us understand things like this. He can help us bring us the books, the people, places, things, and ideas. So maybe you've got questions. Maybe, you've got this song in your heart that you're supposed to do, but you don't know how to get from A to B or even A to Z. Raziel can help. And he brings in the energy of clairvoyance in the sense that he helps us with our spiritual sight. So how intuition works for me, it's like recalling memories. So when I'm sitting with a client and I'm sitting in their energy, their guardian angels and guides and, God and their loved ones, they impress memories on my mind. So if I asked you to close your eyes right now and think about your kitchen, think about your refrigerator and your sink in relation to each other. Think about what your floors look like. Think about what your favorite cup is or your favorite glass. Think about what your plates are. Get the details of your plates. You see how your mind is like recalling memories, and you're seeing these thoughts and pictures in your mind. Maybe you get a feeling or just a knowing into it. This is really the basis of intuition. So when I'm asking for guidance, I listen and I close my eyes and I ask them to impress like they're recalling memories on my mind. And this is why sometimes I share things like I get these visions or these thoughts. They're not things that I see in the outside world. Things just kind of pop up in my mind. And the more you give yourself space to sit with that, I feel like I have my own language with the universe. There are messages that I get that I just know are spirit, and there are messages that I get that I absolutely know it's my ego. But I'm 11 years into this, so it's going to take some time, and Raziel can be a key player in helping you to understand that. Like I said, he's the angel of time management. Maybe you're starting new projects and you're struggling with the time to get things done. So ask Archangel Raziel to stretch time. Ask him to, if you're not getting enough sleep, ask him to stretch time at night so it feels like you're getting 10 hours of sleep. I've been struggling with sleep lately in the sense where I can't fall asleep. I don't feel tired. I always call on Archangel Raziel and ask him for assistance. It was like 2 a.m. last night and my mind was still up. I went to a fundraiser last night, and I think I don't eat a lot of sugar, so I think the pink cake that I ate gave me some energy boost that I didn't need at late at night, but anyway, that's beside the point. So it was a perfect time for me to call on Raziel and ask him for assistance with making me feel rested. I woke up this morning wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, feeling great. So again, you can ask him to bend time, stretch time, so you feel like you're getting all the tasks that you need to done. Ask him to shrink time when you're having a day that just seems really long. So he's phenomenal for that. So his color, what I see is rainbows. So when Raziel comes in, you'll see maybe the chakra colors, you'll see the colors of the rainbow, maybe you'll see pictures of rainbows or that color. So I know many of you listening have shared with me the messages like with Ariel and the bunnies. So be on the lookout for rainbows. That's how you know that Raziel is present. So let's go into Raziel's message. What more does he want to tell us about helping us awaken to our spiritual side? Because really true, that is the essence of creativity. When we channel from the divine, when we're connected to our intuition, this is where artists and musicians create from. So let's see, Raziel, what's a deeper meaning message? Strength. So I pulled this card for my monthly reading, and Archangel Raziel is asking us to be strong, to really stand in our divine power in strength. We really need to be strong to really step out of the box, to go against the norm. When we start to make changes in our lives, the people that are around us, that are used to us the way that we are, they may be challenged by it. It may be easy just to kind of curl up and go back in that box, but divine guidance is consistent and persistent. So these thoughts and ideas that you're having, these creative projects that you want to work on, they're going to come back over and over and over again. So ask God and the angels to fill you up with the strength to keep moving, to forge ahead. I think challenges are part of the process, and I really believe in this inner strength that I have with the divine and this faith that really drives me. So this is part of your inner strength. It's your courage, your bravery, to really propel yourself forward. So let's connect with your inner child. Let's see what your inner child's message is. Going to that deep place within, adventure, play, laughter, fun, and freedom. What does your inner child need you to know this week? Your inner child needs you to There's no need to worry, friends. And you know what? This can come up too when we're in a place of, as I keep saying, I feel like September is a month to pause, to reflect, to reset, regroup. It's a transitional phase. It's very warm out here today, and it's a very August summery day here in Rhode Island. But September is upon us. We're going into the fall very soon. And I feel like sometimes when we're not taking action and we're in that moment of pause, worry comes up. Because I feel like a lot of us have that mentality that if we're not doing something, we're not being productive. And Raphael was the angel that I chose for the month, and his message was breathe. And I think that's the message for September. But a lot of times when we're sitting in that pause, worries and fears can come up, especially if you are a doer and you have those have-tos and shoulds. So the angels are saying here, and your inner child is saying here, you don't need to worry. Take the time that you need, and I promise you, divine inspiration will come. I can't even tell you how many times I've gotten really great ideas just from being in the pause. I had I share like videos back and forth with my cousin, and we've gotten really close over the last year. And one of the things we talk about is how it's so easy to kind of beat ourselves up about things. And when we're in that moment of pause, there's no need to worry. When we're in that space of feeling like, what am I doing? Where am I going? What's the next step? Being judgmental and hard on yourself and pushing yourself like, well, I shouldn't spend this much time doing this, and I shouldn't do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. All this worry and fear comes to the surface. So the beautiful thing that you can do is sit with that, understand it, and recognize it. Your inner child is saying that it needs to feel safe. He or she within you needs to feel safe, and worry and fear is not going to propel you forward. It's an honest emotion. It's a very powerful emotion, so we can't fight it and resist it, but what we can do is we can embrace it, see it for what it is, and then shift your thoughts, reminding yourself that everything works out well for you. So let's bring in a message from the divine, from God. Let's see what God's loving message is. Really, I want to say, like, maybe this will be a message of love. Maybe it's God, source, creator, universe. Maybe this is from your divine feminine, your divine masculine, whatever you resonate with. Just a high vibrating message of love. With God, all things are possible. I have said this so many times in the last month to clients and friends and family. And the message says, if you had faith, even as small as a mustard seed, you could say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it would move. So God is saying that it's time for you to take the leap. Move forward and believe in the power of this divine love, that anything's possible. All you have to do is have a feeling, maybe I should put it here so you can see the message. With God, all things are possible. There's no need to worry. Why? Because with God, you have strength. And with the Archangel Raziel, he's giving you the clarity and the insight to know the guidance and the steps. Gosh, this makes me feel so much love. Like I said, God is something that is very strong in my life. It's a power, but I have to say there was a point when I pushed all things God-related out of my life. And I kind of dared or tempted God to prove his existence, prove that energy to me. And I find it so funny that now I work for him. My job is to give messages of hope and love and peace and healing and faith to people. And so I caution, when you tempt God or dare fate, the next thing you'll know is you'll be working for him. And I have to say, it is the best thing that I ever stepped out. And like I said, there's a lot of things that, I want. There are a lot of things, goals that I'm moving towards. I joke that I can be patiently impatient, but I truly believe in the core of my being that with God, all things are possible. And when you believe that, any mountains that you're facing, anything that you're feels like it's overwhelming or can't budge, any problems or experiences that you're having that you just feel defeated, know that when you invite that divine energy in, it really is a matter of closing your eyes. And if you don't believe in the energy of God, let's say, call it the unconditional love vibration. If you allow that energy to just fill you up to overflowing, it's like miracles in the smallest form will show up in your life. So let's get one final message. So I pulled this card. This is my daily guidance from the Angels deck. And my intention with this deck is to ask the universal energies to give us a message that we can ponder for the week. Maybe this is a message that you can wake up every morning and sit with and ponder on. If you're doing morning meditations or evening meditations, what's a daily guidance? Or what's a message that we can receive and ponder for the week? Daydream. I've pulled this card before. It says, you will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. And this is part that goes along with meditation, sitting, pausing, letting your imagination, letting your heart, letting your soul speak to you. It says, relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. And this is the seat of creativity. Again, as you're going forward with how and when and what if, it's a message that can help with Archangel Raziel. He can help with the spiritual insight and guidance. It's amazing and beautiful, and I say that every week, how all these things come together, but it really is. And again, the way the messages all fall in place for the collective consciousness, for everybody that's watching this video, whether you're watching it this week or it's been a month from now, this will all resonate. So I'm glad you're enjoying the messages. Give yourself time to take pause. Daydream. It's not a bad thing, especially for my creative friends. Invite the Archangel Raziel to come into your life. Keep an eye out for those rainbows. Maybe the sun will come into your house and reflect off the window in a certain way, and the rainbows will show up. Again, all you have to do is give the universe permission. Thank them for showing up in your life. And it's powerful as you are open to this energy and this love coming into your life. So if this reading resonated with you and you are looking for some guidance or some support, I do offer divine guidance sessions, life purpose sessions. I do a lot of coaching, just guidance to support you through your journey. My job isn't to tell you what to do. My job isn't to take the action for you, but give you another perspective. Sometimes just looking at things in a different way can be powerful in its own right. Connecting with loved ones that have passed. I've been doing a lot of group readings for families lately. So, if this is something that you want to get your family together to do and really get some insight in with your loved ones, and maybe just some divine guidance with friends, I do that locally here in Rhode Island. And again, I can't thank you enough for watching and sharing your stories and your signs. It really is helping other people. I am in the process of redesigning my website. And one of the things I can't wait to have is I have an angel log on my website right now. But the beautiful thing is, through the power of technology and really creative people, I can put a form on my website where you'll be able to go in and you'll be able to share your stories and put your angel signs and how the angels are showing up for you in your life. So that is one of the things that I'm most excited about. So keep your eyes open, keep your heart open, keep that crown chakra clear, and I promise you, with God, all things are possible. So, friends, I thank you for listening. And as always, I send you love with heavenly hugs. Have a great week.